Welcome back. This is a PBIS related preview of our first novel we're going to read together as a class. You're going to use these little reading trackers down here, and you can go ahead and turn on your highlighter, switch it on that mustard yellow color, and you can circle that. As we go along, you're going to keep each sentence on your computer inside that little reading tracker that Mr. Surface gave you, or hopefully is giving you. All right? So as we read along, it's an expectation that you're there sentence for sentence going along, and that'll get you some easy points today. In the first two chapters of the Castle Diary, the journal of Tobias Burgess, young Tobias describes his journey to a medieval castle. Initial fears and excitement about serving as a page and his interactions with the castle's inhabitants. He becomes acquainted with the lord of the castle, experiences the daily life of the medieval era, and begins his training as a page, including learning about knightly responsibilities and chivalry. The narrative provides insight into Tobias's adjustment to his new role and offers a glimpse into medieval society. Next slide. When Tobias first meets his tutor, Master John, he feels a little scared but also interested. Master John is strict but nice. Tobias is worried about his lessons, especially learning Latin and writing neatly. With time, Tobias realizes that Master John is helping him become a better page in the castle by teaching him important things. Next slide. Chapter 3, Tackling Tricky Latin. One sunny morning, after finishing his breakfast of warm bread and milk, Tobias trudged to the small, dimly lit chamber where Master John taught him. Today, Tobias was facing his dreaded Latin lesson. The strange words on the page seemed like a riddle he couldn't solve, and his mind kept wandering to thoughts of the upcoming falconry demonstration. Next slide. As he struggled to focus, Master John noticed Tobias's wandering gaze. With a knowing smile, he closed the Latin book and leaned forward. Tobias, he began kindly, learning Latin might not be easy, but it's like piecing together a puzzle. Let's make it fun. Next slide. Perking up, Tobias wondered on how on earth Latin could be fun. Master John reached for a quill and parchment. Instead of reciting a verb conjugations, he simply drew simple pictures next to the Latin words. A shield for scutum, a horse for equus, and even a loaf for panis. Tobias couldn't help but grin. It was like playing a game. As they went through the lesson, Master John had him repeat the words while drawing quick sketches. Suddenly, the strange words felt like they were becoming friends. Next slide. Remember, Master John said, pointing to Tobias' sketches, connecting the words with images helps your brain remember them. With a newfound enthusiasm, Tobias started to enjoy his Latin lesson. He even began adding his own doodles to the parchment, making learning feel like an adventure. As the Latin ended, Master John patted Tobias on the back. See, Latin isn't so bad, is it? Tobias beamed, realizing that with a little creativity, even the toughest lessons could be exciting. From then on, every Latin class turned into a playful challenge, and Tobias' eagerness to learn grew stronger. And as he walked out of the chamber that day, he felt a strange sense of accomplishment, knowing that he had conquered the Latin riddle by making it his own delightful puzzle to solve. Next slide. The end.